everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of the weekend special. See, episode 52.
Yeah, how's everyone?
Episode 52.
52 now?
Yeah.
So, it's 3 years now. 3 years in the making.
Don't be calling out stats. What are you doing?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
As you can see today, not just the two of us.
Yeah.
And we have someone here. That
We're in the presence, in the midst,
The rose.
among the horns. Lindiwe Dube. We did a horn.
Put the horn in.
I'm kidding. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm already having fun, and we haven't even started.
Yes. That is exactly the spirit that we're chasing. How are you doing, lady?
I am great, guys. I'm alive. I'm blessed. God has been so good in 2019. Get sharp, get monati, me healthy.
Yes.
You know, you're right.
You will travel.
Of course, darling.
Will travel. So 2019 has been the year for you.
2019 has been the year for me. Yeah, I am. Everything that has happened so far, I didn't really anticipate. You know, we make our own plans, but they say God. I mean, the Bible says God has better plans for us. You know, half of the things that have happened this year, guys, I didn't anticipate. And I'm so grateful.
I mean, positivity. Go brilliant. When we started off the episode last week, I'm like, this is the run of positivity. So we're already on that theme.
Yeah.
Guys, as you can tell, it's not going to be your typical TWS episode. No sports results today.
No previews.
No reviews. Very little in terms of sporting opinions. That will be there, of course. That's always the theme here at TWS. But we're here to have this. I love it with. Yeah.
It's hard. Just breathe. Am I making you nervous?
No, you're not making me nervous. Ask him. I always have one momentum.
It takes time.
Don't worry, I'm also a bit nervous because I'm used to being on the other side. You know, I'm always the one asking questions. So now I'm being asked questions and I'm like, ooh, Anna, you know.
Today we reversed the roles, I guess.
Yeah.
So where to start?
Where to start? I think let's start right at the beginning. Bubbles.
Yes.
That is your nickname. What's
That's my middle name.
Is
I
that
am
your-
Lindiwe Bubbles Dube. It's on
No,
my
like,
ID.
is it on your ID?
I kid you not, yeah. And I get this
We
all
can
the
confirm
time.
this. We can confirm
Yes, because
this.
my brother said it, yeah.
Okay, are you in agreement?
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
thought it was a nickname.
You guys clearly didn't do your research.
No, it's
if you
here.
think Bubbles is my nickname, then you didn't do your research.
No, but it's here. Like when you
Someone's sleeping on the job.
No, you see, my team of researchers are usually on the job, but you know, this weekend might have been a bit hectic. So tell us about give us a brief summary of your life story, where you come from, how do you end up being
Broadcasting.
Yes.
Sure, Lindiwe, guys. Lindiwe is a Kasi girl through and through. Growing up, I grew up in Davidson, Ekurhuleni. I was a tomboy, hey?
Yeah.
And I was a tomboy. I played a lot with guys. I was a late bloomer because I know I started playing with dolls in my teen years, like mid-teens. Yeah, because I got a film shiman in Kalamatopo and marbles, Kokasi, Yeah, exactly, and that's where my influence comes from, guys.
Okay.
So Kule Groundini, and every weekend we'd have like pretty much the same thing every weekend. The top 4, top 8 match, and that's the same thing every weekend. I mean, Kokasi, so yeah, that's all I knew. And I'm Kula Nabafana, and they basically taught me, the ins and outs. They're like, okay, guys, so you're like, okay, and when I check out my family, we're like, I am a boy. I'm a boy, Guys, I have so many scars to show for it.
Yes.
That girl. But I'm a boy at heart. I know I'm wearing my dress and stilettos now, but I'm a boy at heart. Yeah, so and they basically taught me everything. They're like, okay, so this is what happens, 11v11, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. So even December, because we couldn't afford to travel then, Yeah, and I always tell people the story. Like, my childhood was amazing, we experienced the greatest of love with my family.
Yep.
We were very close because we grew up in the shack, and there wasn't this thing because he didn't have and the only time we'd watch DSTV is during school holidays.
Yeah.
When we were visiting relatives,
That
and now
That sounds very quite familiar.
Yeah.
Like a shared experience.
That one, look at you now.
Oh, God. So you can relate,
Yeah.
Yeah. so I'm glad you guys can relate, and so Kulilokshini, and you'd watch DSTV, how Chakile in December, you're visiting your relatives, you're like, oh, Trace Mobile, oh, Supersport 3, Supersport 4,
I had warning at the
guys,
same time.
and you're like, okay, what are we watching?
Maybe I'm revealing my age here, but in the spirit of openness. I grew up on open time, guys.
I also am from the.
Nibadala.
Yeah.
We are.
Nibadala.
Quite. Not too far off, but it's about open time. Yeah, it's like a showcase. I
Sometimes
grew up on that.
Kuala.
Yeah, and then we'll call
Yeah.
out 15 minutes now, you might catch a curry cup game.
So yeah.
That's me in a nutshell. I come from a very loving family. I'm one of 4 siblings. Is it 4? 3 or 4? I'm the second born. 4, ne? 1 of 4. One of 4. Sisami Dala, she's 36. She's married, happily married. Then there's me. And then I've got a 24-year-old brother, the love of my life. Anyone who knows me or follows me on social media knows that my brother is my unofficial twin. Yeah.
And the security guard now.
Yeah. Security guard.
Entourage.
Everything, guys.
Cameraman.
And then I've got a 14-year-old sister. Well, she's turning 15 in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the same day as Beyonce. Yeah, she's obsessed with Beyonce. On the 4th of September.
All right, cool. So now, before we take a great big leap
Yeah.
Yes.
towards, the Y Academy and how you got started into radio and eventually TV, there was a stint in between.
Yes.
I see you forgot to mention there was a modeling stint in between. Talk to us
Let me
about
tell
that.
you guys, growing up, I was a pageant girl. And I wanted to be Miss South Africa.
Yeah.
Because I grew up watching the likes of Basit Anakumalo,
Peggy Sue.
Yeah, well, Peggy Sue was still young when she was crowned, Karishni Naika. But more than anything, what inspired me about beauty queens is what they did after their reign.
Yeah.
So you'd watch Basitsana Kumalo on Top Billing, and then now she's owning this big production company.
Yeah.
A few of Rolene Strauss is a medical doctor, so I was inspired. And I thought for me, pageants, would be the launch pad for my career. I was like, once you win the South Africa, you meet everyone, you get all the doors open, Next thing you're a top billing presenter, I want to be Miss South Africa,
Yeah.
So I was going along, I did pageants, I remember I was Miss Davidson,
I was about
I
to
win a microwave.
I wanted to see if you mentioned that actually. Or in a microwave.
Guys,
So
it's still
was this
there.
for first prize?
Yeah, this was
Give me
first
David
prize.
Stone.
Yeah,
That's
so
it,
first princess, you win a winning Guba, Guys, this is the hood, hey? This is the hood.
She was whole of David. Microwave.
Yeah, but
Wow, okay.
yeah, it was a great experience, guys. We met young, amazing people.
Yeah.
And also pageants teach you so much.
They do.
They teach you how to carry yourself. Now people see me on Instagram, they're like, hey girl, you're slaying.
Where you
Confidence,
I'm a former pageant girl, they teach you.
So confidence
it's pretty
is
much
not now.
Yeah, it's pretty much like sports. They teach you the same values. It's just that with pageants, and but yeah, it's pretty much the same values. They teach you how to carry yourself, you respect people, some of the same values that you learn through sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say that while you were talking, on the video, we will show the picture. I'm just trying to let you know. Well, I'm just trying
So
to.
the researchers weren't sleeping.
Guys,
You see, my research
I'm
is.
impressed, thoroughly impressed.
All right, so fast forward a couple of years, and you find yourself. Fast forwarding quite a lot. And then you find yourself at the door of YFM. So you're knocking once, knocking
We
twice.
skipped 2012.
Yeah.
2012, right?
Yeah, 2012. Okay, guys, let me tell you. So I completed a 1-year program in advertising. I got a bursary to study advertising just here at Vega.
Yeah.
And then I did that. And after that, I struggled a bit to get employed.
Yeah.
And then I struggled, and then I ended up as a receptionist. Actually, accidentally. Because let me tell you what happened. So I got the job to be an administrator, and I was just there, and I was like, okay, guys, it's in Pushe. I don't get some sort of income,
Yes,
I'm like, okay, I'm young, this is like the norm in South Africa. After graduating, we struggle. Okay, it's fine.
It's a story a lot of people can identify with.
Yeah. So I'm chance, and then the lady, our then receptionist, Lindy would miss work every Monday. You know, because not on weekends. They got 10 Lindy.
Lindu nakusho.
Yeah, Lindy. So now we need someone to fill in for Lindy because she's not there.
The receptionist.
Yeah, the receptionist. I can now, guys. Let me tell you. Back then, I was so obsessed with competitions.
Yeah.
So then they're like, Lindy, can you please fill in for Lindy? First thing that popped up was like, guys, I'm gonna have my own time. I'm gonna have the PC all to myself, and I can enter as many competitions as possible. I mean, I'm at reception, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enter competitions. I won so many competitions. I'll tell you a bit more about that. You know.
Maybe this is how YFM came about.
No. Okay, so Lindy, Mrs. Work, reception. I am just, you know me, very bubbly, you know, lively. I'm like, good morning, I sit down, Patson, very good morning. It's the CEO, you know,
Of the company.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm great, how are you? You know, I'm like, I'm just flowing.
Yeah.
It's like, who's this? I'm like, it's Lindiwe. Hey, where's Lindy? Oh, Lindy's off sick. I'm like, oh, okay, please put me through to Jonathan. Jonathan was the MD of the company.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, going through. Thank you for calling. You know, I can't, dude.
On the job.
And then Jonathan, after the call, then he comes to my desk. He's like, hey, Lindy, can I see you? Lindiwe, can I see you in my office? And now I'm thinking, okay, sing it in. You know, I'm like, okay, hi, Jonathan. You know, it's like, so that I just forgot the guy's name, but he was Indian. He loved me, guys, so much.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so that was the CEO, and he says he likes your energy, you know, ever since we've had Lindy working here, he's never gotten that, you know. He's like,
Lindy been
no,
slacking.
guys, you know. Yeah, but Lindy, guys, we have trust. And then he's like, yo, would you be interested in being our receptionist permanently? And we used to work with Johan upstairs. Go ahead, Liburu, Antina, yes, you know, I want to you know, but I'm 17 so I'm thinking, receptionist, guys, competitions. I'm going to be away from Johan. I was like, I don't mind. I mean, you don't do anything basically at reception. You just, you know, answer the phone. You just order stationery. You know, make sure.
Solitania in between, you know.
You know, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to cut some reception. Can I have a competition? I'm in South Africa. I want tickets to watch my South Africa.
So I don't know the can.
Guys, I won an MTN Summer Award goodie bag worth 20,000 rands. There was a Heineken hamper. There was a Converse hamper. Even then,
pre-influencing.
Yes. Yeah, before influencing got, and then I even remember I won tickets to the Soweto Derby that I took my brother with because it was his first. So Soweto Derby, because you know, experience in the hair, I want tickets. I mean, you just win tickets, and I want those tickets and Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But they're obviously not going to provide transport and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, you know. But yeah, those are some of the things.
From Davidson.
Let's say Metro Rail, not even Gautrain, good say. So what's our train station, Nami? No, not OR Tambo, the other one. Rosefield. Yes. I was like, hey, Gautrain needs Metro Rail, La Payana. I'm not sure, it's a local taxi.
Other than the local games, Sako Davidson, was that your first experience of like a big
live
match?
crowd? Yeah, that was my first experience here because we didn't even. That was my first big experience because even in December we'd have like Ipolales, you know, those classic tournaments. So every day we are clean, and then we have Ipolales. You know, that's all you do, guys. The entire school holidays. You go to Ipolales, we are Tambama, and that's way she's way long, you know. Equal time, you know. You guys. Yeah, so that was like my first experience, and then the derby. Guys, derby, can you imagine? You sitting there on the stands, but now you have like pitch side access, you know, and you're right next to the benches, you're interviewing the coaches, you know.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna get emotional now.
No, so like we watching you like further analysis too. Before they go breaking. Further analysis from you. How funny the world works, isn't it?
Now tell me, at that moment, did anything click in terms of what you might have wanted to do? When you were at the derby for the first time?
Let me tell you.
Do you think it was still forming?
No, I think I was still a fan back then. You know, because I with Diski, obviously support the team. I can't say that now, guys. Next thing, they're gonna fish me on Twitter, but it's Dallas Sigmon,
Okay.
you know. But those who've been following me know putting support and, you know, to me, I'm a Dala Foods namhlanje.
Alright.
So that's all we need to know.
Got you.
It's a Wednesday.
So I decided in 2012. So I was fed up, guys, of being a receptionist. You know, there
Enough
wasn't any
competitions.
bros. But good IT for 1 year. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, guys, this is not what I want to do. So I applied for the academy twice, got rejected, which is fine because modeling teaches you rejection. You learn how to handle
It ain't
rejection.
nothing,
You know,
yeah.
you get to a casting, they're like, oh no, you don't look South African. You're like, but I am South African. You know,
Yeah.
like, what do you
So now
guys
you're
want?
confused. Yeah, but you
Yeah,
learn to deal.
but you learn to deal with rejection. Like, oh, okay, cool, on to the next one, you know. So yeah, why academy? Yeah, no, not now. How next year? Not now. How, guys?
Me.
You know,
It runs once a year.
Good time. Yeah. No, well then it was 2 intakes per year.
Oh,
So
okay.
6 months
At the
between
beginning, yeah.
April and I was in the March till October. Yeah, March till October. Then the next class. Yeah, 2012. Okay, then why academy? Yes, I thought that time lucky. You apply. And the reason I wanted to get into broadcasting, I remember watching the 2012 AFCON final.
Yeah.
I think it was when Zambia won. Was it Zambia?
Yeah, Zambia.
Yeah, when Zambia won in 2012. I stayed up late, and my mom was like, "How? Again, Pelly, extra time, give up my penalty. You're going to work tomorrow. You know, this is still the receptionist, Tinyana." I was like, yeah. Hi, Zobabona, mama, it's fine. I said, also, late. It's also then I decided, I've been a fan for too long,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be just a fan. Because you know, when you watch TV, you listen to the post-match reaction, and you're asking yourself, because why is the anchor asking the men of the match? So what are you gonna do? 8,000 yako? You just won MTN 8 men of the match.
How
Can
does it
you,
make you feel?
right? Oh, coach, I'm like, no, but you should have angled it this way, or you know.
So now we analyze the analyst.
Yes, now you're
Yeah,
analyzing
so-
the analyst. You're like,
Uh-huh.
no, why are you asking such questions? But that's obvious, you know.
Yeah.
And something Muteo Kharipe taught me when I got to YFM, he said to me, don't tell the viewer what they already know. The
Yeah.
viewer already knows that Chiefs and Pirates are playing. Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, we already know it's Soweto Derby Day. Tell me something. Okay, this is the 160th meeting between these two sides. You're giving us something we don't know.
Yeah.
You know. And then I decided, hey, I've been a fan for far too long. You know, I'm very inquisitive. I'm very outspoken. I love sports. You know, you know.
As CEO already knows, you know what's up.
Everything, the stars are like
Everything is
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I want to get into broadcasting, but how? Because I don't have a journalism background. It's like, no, why academy? So 1, 2, 3, and then finally got in. Yeah, academy was tough. So with the academy, what happens is you spend 2 weeks in each department, you know, so they're basically teaching you everything about radio, not just on air.
Yeah.
So, okay, academy, then sales, but I knew I want to be in the newsroom.
I'd imagine, I was about to say that, isn't the excitement
the
for...
boring stints there. You're like,
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, now we're in HR now.
Yeah, I already know where I want to be. I want to be in the news department. Hey, now we're in technical production. Now we're in copywriting. I'm like, hey, yay. Then when I got to news, they're like, oh no, but she needs to complete the program. Right now, I'm just helping her go news.
Sure.
They're like, let's go. And I
Yeah,
remember
boss,
my
yeah.
then editor, Alan Funi, who's this loud girl in my newsroom? I'm like, hi, Zuri. Hey, it's a newsroom. It's not a clap. It's not a clap.
Now my team of researchers also found this out, but I'm glad you put it. Apparently your
I was the loudest.
your mentor at
Yeah.
YFM was quite a tough cookie.
Yo, guys, but he had a good hand.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
guys, everyone is doing well. Mutirisi Mohano was in Majova's newsroom. Tatu Moeng was in Majova's newsroom. Len Moleko was there. Jacob Mushokwa, Tabile Mato. Guys, everyone was
it's a bit of a talent pool. This
Yeah,
time.
that's
Dude,
good.
YFM, guys,
Yeah.
We
YFM.
must thank them, yeah?
No, YFM, guys, no. Yazin,
So these
I'll
are seasoned
forever be
players,
indebted to YFM. Yeah, so I got to the academy and then he taught me everything, even though it was reluctant at first. It's like, oh, this girl is loud. You can't go on my radio like that, you know? And he used to say, oh, you guys work in the YFM newsroom. You don't work at YFM. I think that was just his way of keeping us grounded. Because, you know,
Humbled, yeah.
being young, you
He's
step
like,
out of the newsroom, there's AKA, you're like, oh my God!
I'm a YFM celeb now,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you're just here to work. You work in the newsroom. You don't work at YFM. I was
So,
like, okay.
you know,
I was
when
paid, guys. Yeah, was actually when you were at Y, guys, you leave YFM, you are a field reporter, you
Yeah.
can produce your own bulletin, you can edit, you can anchor on air. You know, I did everything. I produced my own show. I wrote news bulletins, you know, because
Yeah.
when I started on weekends, so I did news.
Yeah.
And then I moved to weekdays. Then I did sports, you know.
Yeah.
So from weekdays, then I got pushing, and then, yeah. Then I
So how at that point, how did you feel doing sports? Obviously, it was something that you grew up loving.
So when you're working towards it, you're in the newsroom. So
Yeah.
now
Yes,
you're now like, okay, I need to get to sport. Or is it
No,
just
but in
like,
the
oh,
news,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same. It's the same. Yeah, so
same
news
thing.
and sports is in the same department. Yeah,
Okay.
but on weekends, because a large part of the news is mainly sports, you know, so you'll cover, it's the first weekend of F1, so just give us a bulletin on what F1 is all about or what's happening, you know,
Yeah.
Monaco Grand Prix,
Yeah.
and there's an accident on the N12 or just by Giloli's, you know, as you head over Tambo. And then, I don't know, maybe like one traffic story or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mainly sports, news on weekends was like sports, and then one news story, you know.
Okay.
So when I got to like weekdays, I was already prepared with, oh, okay, so this is what's happening.
So
because
good,
then-
man.
yeah, same you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, same but yeah, that was like strictly sports. So all your 3 stories about sports.
Different
Yeah.
sports angles. Okay.
And then you leave there,
Yes.
yeah? And this is what year now?
September 2014.
Yes, you leave. And then
No, March 2014 when my contract expired. So I was at YFM between 2012,
Yeah.
October 2012 and March 2014.
Okay. So like an 18 month
Yeah.
stint. Okay.
and these are was there an overlap between the people you just mentioned, Tato?
Yeah, kuhlile sabatsamaile kaofela.
Oh,
Kuhlile
okay.
sabatsamaile, yeah.
There was
Because
no-
I behlala kunama-group ahlukile, you know, yeah.
I wanted to
No.
see how it would have been just to see everyone that we're watching now
Yeah.
in the same newsroom, kind of.
No, I think Mart was already at Metro. Tato was at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jacob was at 947. Yeah. So
And then Melissa Miles.
Len was at, where was Len? Somewhere as
Need to
well.
ask him.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. So from there, outside of YFM, what
Yes.
goes? What happens?
And then my contract expires and I am unemployed for 6 months. Guys, go ahead. The whole day we are lala. Because you there's nothing to look forward to. You know,
Yeah.
we have
Anamali.
ubroku, you know, phone contracting. I sebenza because by blockile, you didn't pay your installment. That's why I hate dates now, guys. Okay? I hate dates.
You gotta
I
hate
hate
that. You
dates
gotta
with
hate
a
that.
passion.
Unfortunately,
Because-
we learned the hard way.
we
But
feel
you have
Dude.
we
to.
feel you with that.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, so people are like, hey, I'm trying to call you. So I'm like, hey, I'm not getting calls because I didn't pay.
So tell me on my other number. Okay. So what's happening during this time? Are you sending out CVs?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
trying
sending out
to get
CVs.
back into the broadcasting
I want to get
space?
back into broadcasting because you
Okay.
know what? When that radio bike hits you guys, there's nothing else you want to do. So
Yeah.
get into that booth, you know? So yeah, but you still watch, Supersport Blitz. You wake up, you watch Blitz, even if it's like for like 2 hours and then I go back to sleep the
Yeah.
whole day. Maka, who claims everything? Oh, hi, it's the whole day. Depression. I own a time, I own a next.
It's a serious thing, this thing, right? It's a serious
It's
thing.
serious,
I know.
guys. Hey, it's serious. Because you're thinking, Gusi, but I was doing so well. What went wrong? You know, why didn't I get a contract?
Yeah.
I mean, this and this and that.
Are there other
and then-
people that were in your group or close to your group
No
that
names,
Yeah.
you just can say it. Abanye babakhipha mina.
Abanye, yes, abanye babakhipha basala mina ngahamba,
yeah.
but yena.
But
Yeah.
look now, look
After
now.
6 months in comes power, no?
Yeah. Ayikho income.
No, okay.
No. So yeah, so Power
Oh,
FM.
Power
Oh
FM.
yes,
After
and
how long?
Power.
Yeah.
After a few months, actually, because then I pitched to Power, I met up with Tabi Sotem, I was the then sports editor, and
Yeah.
I said, oh, I'm from YFM, this is what I'd like to do, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, cool. And then after a few months, he comes back to me, he's like, hey, we are looking for a weekend person, you
Okay.
know, to do sports. I'm like, great. This
Light
is
at the end
like,
of the
this,
tunnel.
you know, this is the break that I was looking for. Breakthrough, yeah, guys, if you hi, guys, Power FM. Oh, yeah, was it Power? Yeah, it was Power, and then the Supersport editions came. Like
Yeah.
a week later, early September.
After had you
no,
already
end of
started?
August.
Had
No,
you
I
already
haven't
started
started.
at-
No,
I
I
think he
haven't
just
started.
spoke to you about it.
Yeah, so we had like a second meeting, follow-up meeting with, oh, okay, so this is what's happening. At the time, guys, you know, so I'm like, I'm on weekends, I am there, you know. It's like, okay, no, I'll keep in touch and blah, blah, blah. Okay, sharp. I did Supersport. On Blitz, I saw on Blitz and then I saw a tweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Supersport is launching a new football tournament. They're
Yeah.
looking for presenters, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, new presenters. Okay, cool. let me try. You know, what's the worst that could happen, guys? Let me try.
Yeah.
No, I'm in.
Are you serious? Did you apply?
No, looking for girls. You know, like,
They were looking for girls.
You know, so they're like, yeah, we're launching a new tournament. We're looking for young, passionate, you know, individuals, people who are knowledgeable about the game. You know, when you get to auditions, go ahead, everyone is just fleeting hair, makeup, everything.
But you have this one thing.
You like, guys, get new, wala.
People are ready.
I'm gonna see flames. I am gonna see flames.
But you have this one thing before you.
No, but no, so quickly, you're still intimidated because you know, guys, abantu yo. But abantu bahle bagezile, you know, like posh.
And that time you don't feel.
Yeah, you're like
you belong.
It's simple, nyana. You know, even a new wardrobe, back now, you know.
Confidence,
Yeah.
Confidence.
Yeah, but I've just been, obviously I'm clued up as to what's happening. You know, I watch sports, I know what's happening with all of that. I remember one of the girls asking me, how many teams are in the PSL? I was like, okay. I Lindiwe ngathi ungarelaxa nyana ke mosla. Girl, you know.
Famous.
Yeah, but you must look famous. And that's the thing, you know, I always tell young girls who look up to me and some of the girls that I mentor, good guys, sports is not like entertainment. You can't cheat it.
Yeah, you must know.
It's either or Awazi.
We'll find out.
Because that's on Genela on Twitter if Awazi and we are champions, you know, and just sports fans.
I'm one of those guys.
Right?
Yeah.
So they brief us, they're like, okay guys, so this is what's happening. We're looking for 2 presents. There's about 400 and something girls. You're looking for 2.
And this is just a thing. Because everyone
No, everyone. Yeah,
asking,
but we're at the Supersport studios. Everyone is there, guys. And you should announce it on Monday. Auditions are on a Thursday. Like, we're just looking for 2 people. It's a new
Oh, you're saying these are the Gauteng?
Are they still going to call? Is it
No, 400 here at Joburg.
Oh, okay.
Everyone apply online, send their CVs and all of that. And you get there. They're like, okay, so you've got 2 minutes. You are at Orlando Stadium, Orlando Pirates up against Lamontville Golden Arrows. Tell us what's happening. Hey, girls start giggling. Hey, they're like, you're alive. Go, you know? They're like, oh, hey, someone on the car. Welcome to the guys, I died. I was like, yeah. I'm like,
wait, are they at least pulling you into a room?
yeah, but I need to get only like 10, maybe banter 10 groups of like 5,
Oh,
5, 5.
okay.
Everyone, someone on the car. Welcome to London. You know, I'm like,
so confidence here, no.
hey, now I'm like, I was like, they're like, okay, next. You know how my challenge is Mosiah Sugar, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're like, okay, Sissy, yeah, Lamontville Golden Arrows, so, and Amazon is the KZN Derby. You know? Step. Thank you. I'm thinking, let me breathe. Because I generally speak fast. I'm like, whatever you do, because you're going to stumble all over your words and then and I'm like, well, it's match day 4 in the ABSA Premiership. Abafana Base 10, they're up against Usutu Amazulu, who are coming into this one following an impressive victory at the weekend. They're looking forward to bouncing back. But thank you. I was like, oh, okay. So now, next. And then by shortlist, I go, okay, from top 400
plus
to like 300, 300, 200, 200, 100,
and
150.
there's an audition every time.
Every time. So now then you're with an analyst, you know. And now the analyst is like, okay, talk us through the game. We're like, oh, just your thoughts on the first half. And analyst now, but I'm prefer to say, guys, what's going to a lot of means.
Yeah.
I need to be trying to get you know. And like, yeah. Then I was with like him, relax, man, relax. Hey, yeah. Like, well, I'm alongside former Jomo Cosmos Maxman, like him. Like, very warm welcome to you. A very solid first half from Abafana Base 10. However, there's quite a few questions we have to ask. I mean, going forward, it's like, I'm impressed, but they need to do more.
Sure.
Hey, no, like, they need to do more. Okay, so what do you think the coach needs to do in the second half? Do you keep it as it is, or do you make changes? Yeah, I'm impressed with the striker, but just maybe bring on someone on the left wing, like, you know. And now about next, I'm thinking, okay.
It's just quiet the whole time.
Hey, you know, and then next challenge, they're like, okay, thank you. The next challenge, we had an earpiece on. Now they're testing to see who's okay. How do we handle pressure? You know, because there's like 4 cameras. There's a director in your ear. There's a production assistant who's counting down. They're like, in 10, 9. I remember when I started, guys, MTC. Because you need to listen to your PA when she's counting. You know? So say, okay, 10 seconds to ad break. 10, 9, 8, 7. And at 7, I was, I'll see after the break. They're like, we're on 7. You need to wait for the console one.
Is that how people just end up staring into the mic for like seconds into the screen?
So then there's a PA, and then now all will tilt down to like 10. They're like, guys, we're only taking 2 people, blah, 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 blah.
Sure, it's bleak now.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're not going to give you feedback today. He says, phone in. Hey, okay, so now we're humming, here we're kind. Yeah. Then they call, they're like, hi, is this Lindiwe Dube? I'm like, oh yeah, it's Lindiwe. Like, Lindiwe, congratulations. You've been selected as one of the 2 presenters for the Multichoice Diski Challenge. We're starting next week. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, got the job. Got home, and all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great. First weekend, we went down to Kings Tennis Stadium. Flames, guys. Live TV, proper flames. Because it's not like radio, really, you're in there for like 3 minutes, in and out. Live TV, you've got an earpiece, I've got camera 4 there, I've got camera 5. But
it's a live environment as well.
We are live.
Yeah, but also there's a lot of other things happening.
So you're not confused.
What's in that piano song? Like, guys, we are live in 20 minutes to air, blah, blah, blah. We're standing by for rehearsal.
It's the both of you guys.
It's myself and Amanda. We did the first weekend together. Opening weekend, we had 4 matches back to back, full 90 minutes.
And 10.
No, call time would get to venue at 6.
Look at the game got 10. So
at 9. So we go live at 9:30 because the opening week. So build up 30 minutes and then the kickoff.
So you get there at 6.
Yeah. So it's always I'm so guys excited. Dude, you walk up before your alarm, like, guys, accreditation. It's Lindiwe Dube Supersport. I'm like, right? Dude, yeah. So you get to So what happens on production days, you usually get there 3 hours before kickoff because there's a production meeting, there's a facilities check, we must check if all the mics are working, all the cameras. Camera 4 doesn't have cue lights. I mean, if my camera is there, I'm like, okay, I don't have cue light, they need to sort that out before we go live. Then there's breakfast or lunch, whatever it is, and then there's obviously the coaches pre-match interviews an hour before. If it's netball, we have the center parts, the coin toss before and all of that. Like, okay, no, Marty's won the center pass, blah, 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 blah. There's just so much that happens.
There's a lot. And Ronaldo fixed 5-3, okay.
Dude.
Sharp. And you don't appreciate any of
that. We don't see it. Unless all go stadium.
Yeah.
But you just see like the punches just moving, running around.
Like that camera, this camera, you know what's going on. Yeah, so match day 1 was hectic but fun. Like, guys, sometimes I'm questions. Let's go again. You're just taking like
no, I don't know when you understand that part.
Guys. And we are live. There's no second take, eh? They're like, we are live. Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, no. So I think from that first game,
you
do that for 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
And then you start doing varsity sport. Now we start seeing more.
Then I start doing the National Netball League.
Yeah.
After actually while I was still doing MPC, then I started doing the Brutal Fruit Netball Premier League. Mods was the main anchor, so they'd bring us in to just get a feel of what it's like. So you interview fans. I'm like, I'm alongside Tabang. Tabang, where you from? Who you supporting in the stands? Very chill, nothing hectic. That was it. And then in 2017, they gave me the Brutal Fruit Netball. They're like, okay, now it's your baby because Mods is now focusing on rugby. And I was like, huh?
Hi, Mods.
I called them like, hey, Mods, can I see you, please? Because this is what's happening. All the time when I was doing netball, I was aside basically. I wasn't doing the main thing. She sat me down. She's like, okay, what do you need to know? What's happening? What do you feel you need to improve? Blah blah blah. I was like, sure. And in my whole house, some guys, when I started, because on match day, everyone's hair is in a high pony. I'm like, wait, is that Marilise? Is that Anne-Marie? Is that it?
Never mind the double barrel name. Never mind saying double barrel name.
Hey, I'm like, okay. So Mom sits me down. She's like, okay, this is what you need to do. Netball is obviously very different from football. It's fast-paced, blah, 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 blah. She basically schooled me on that day. Like, thank you. Our first weekend, we had games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
First weekend, yeah, it went well. But obviously, guys, there's always room for improvement. Hey, you know, I believe, Guti, you must never get complacent. You're as good as your last production. You know, there's always something to improve on.
Sure.
And I think that's one of the things that has kept me going.
Yeah.
And just helped me to like remain hungry and just continuously want more, because I mean, Carol has been in the industry for 20 years.
Yeah, hey,
Carol.
She
I
partly raised us, Pella, on
I
the
don't
sports.
remember TV without
Carol, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's possible.
Okay.
Carol and Robert.
How do you guys feel about taking a brief break?
Are we still in the vibe? Are we?
This is always a momentum.
See,
All right, no, let's keep going. I thought, me, I'm trying to be a nice guy. Yes.
Let's go. So let's momentum.
So we do that. Now you're doing full on.
Yeah.
netball.
So then now I'm on like I'm on varsity netball. I'm on the Telkom netball league.
So netball.
I'm doing varsity football. Yeah, that's my baby as well. Netball, you know.
Yeah.
Doing everything. So even the girls now, it's cool, you know, like,
everything.
You know, now we're following each other online, Instagram. Hey, you know, Shadeen, my favorite girl, you know, China, you know, Siggy Burger.
First name basis.
Yay.
Kumnandi.
My sister, you know, my besties. And yeah, I love netball, guys. I grew on netball, you know, and it's different from football. And also, what I like is business back on, you know, because with netball there's so much that happens at the end of each quarter. There's something, you know. So there's an activation on court, or we're doing an interview with so and so, or we must do a halftime rap, you know. Third quarter, there's always, because with football you have your build up, then you have halftime, then you have post match reaction. But with netball, okay, you do your build up, then end of first quarter, a quick rap. Second quarter, maybe we get flash interview maybe one player from each team. You're like, okay, please get me the wing attack blue, or you know, center red. Your flow manager will bring you like, Anna-Marie, what happened? Blah blah blah. Why are you struggling to sink in those balls? You know. And then third quarter there's something. Fourth quarter post match reaction.
It sounds a lot like American basketball.
American. It's got an American feel to it. I went to a game the first time in my life. I think semi-final or the final at netball.
Yeah.
The ones that were at LC Dividends.
Yeah, it sucks.
So there's so much excitement. Like right to it dies out. If it's entertainment.
It might even die out during the game.
No, that's like halftime you can't even hear the entertainment. You can't see like
Oshebile, aka the Okada stage. It's just like
I felt like kind of quickly you know,
intimate.
Yeah, very intimate, very exciting. Everyone's into it.
Yeah.
So I started there. Like, okay, I can watch this. And then now, the ultimate.
So now, how does this progress to the World Cup?
Yeah,
so I've been doing netball since 2017. So 2018, 2019. And then
so you're the TV face, or at Supersport you're the face.
You're
the face of netball.
You're the face
so
of
I'm the
netball.
face of everything to do with netball, guys. So now when we won the 2023 World Cup bid, okay, then we will cover this for Supersport Blades, or it's Spa National Champs, then we will do this, you know. So I'm like, hey, this is actually cool, because now I'm thinking, at least I'm stepping away slightly from football. Yes, football is like my first love, but at least now, I'm growing, you know, and I've got this own market now, which is like mine, and I'm the only person there, you know, because everyone else is like football, you know? I'm like,
and with
rugby's her baby, you know, and then I didn't even know about the World Cup. Then they called me in. Well, I didn't know I was gonna go, you know, because I mean we had the FIFA Women's World Cup and the channel didn't send anyone, you know. So like, hey, we're not sure if they are gonna send someone. And there's so much happening. There's AFCON, we know football. You know, football always gets like
generates
and also there's always other stuff related to the football. So while the AFCON is happening, there might be other promotional like mini shows and whatnot.
So I'm thinking, okay, I just work there. So we'll see. And then they call me, they're like, hey, you are going to the Netball World Cup in Liverpool with the Spa Proteas, you know, basically following them. You're going to be giving us updates from Blades and blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey.
Right then and then, you're like, you're going to celebrate.
No, I was doing cartwheels. So
and
then I'm like, yay! And then we prayed, you know, because I always believe in giving thanks, guys, you know, because yonke into oyitholayo is not by might and akusukuthi nje. Umusa wenkosi, you know. So always give thanks, and I mean God can take it all away from you, you know. So it's just
so now I'm gonna go Davidton.
Yes.
We are Liverpool.
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Yeah.
Liverpool was such an amazing experience.
Could you hear them?
Yeah, guys, they all sounded like they're in a Harry Potter movie. Like everyone just sounds like they're in a Harry Potter movie. Like I always had to go, huh? Sorry? Huh? This £5? Like I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, oh, okay, my so dry because I was there for 12 days?
Yeah.
No, 10 days. 12 including travel, but I was there.
Okay, that's a stretch. That's 2 weeks.
Right?
So now you're following this whole.
So we're following our girls. The moment we landed, okay, so get luggage, blah blah blah. We travel to the hotel. When we get to the hotel, my camera operator is like, "Hey, our girls are training at 2, so we need to head out."
This is
like now on day one.
Day
Yeah.
Yo.
Yikes.
But luckily, because I had experienced it with MTC, so
Yeah.
I went to Holland for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So the moment we land, they're like, "Oh, we need to do an insert for Blitz and say, hey, our boys arrived safely, you know." So at least I was prepared now for Liverpool. I was like, okay, cool. They're like, yeah, next day we get to the hotel, the Spa Proteas, Norma Plumber says, oh no, they're tired, we're not going to train. Now you need to change your angle. It's still because your angle was going to be, oh no, so
you
touch
train
now.
the training,
Yeah, they train, none. But we still need to produce something, you know.
Like, my cat's head.
And no, it's fine. No, we do a few interviews and then, so you obviously, you work with the camera operator who's okay. So what angle are we going for? Or now,
so that's what I want to ask. That's what I want to ask is that like the two of you guys' responsibility?
Yeah.
But okay, so we can't do this anymore. It's not happening, or the weather is messing up, so we can't be outside. What do we do?
Yeah, so we just it's just a 2-man show. It's the operator and it's myself. So you're basically producing and you're doing your own content. So he'll say, okay, who do you want to interview? And I'll say, okay, let's have CD Burger.
Yeah.
Let's have Bongiwe because this is a 3rd World Cup. Let's have Erin. It's a 4th World Cup. And all of that. So you work together. And if we interviewed Bongiwe yesterday, I'm like, okay, no, let's give Kanyisa Chawane a chance. And I feel like this is the angle we went for yesterday. Today, let's just focus on Africa as a whole.
Okay. That's a lesson for people that want to get into the industry, actually. That it's not just like a face with a script about what to say. And that's very different from...
There's no auto-cue at Supersport. They just give you a match fixture. There's like Maltese up against Kofsies.
Go.
Everything.
All of a sudden, that content background from the newsroom comes in. Like,
yeah,
I can do everything.
I can script, I can do this, I can do that. And we're like, it's fine. I'll do this. Yeah, but it's just that, Lapo, it's obviously a different environment. There's so much that's happening.
Yeah.
Even the turnaround time, because, the Proteas are not training, but we need to send this at least before 8 o'clock.
And it needs to be part of a particular cycle.
Exactly, But, it was great. Liverpool was hectic. And then, because the first 3-4 days, our girls would play at 7.
Yeah.
And we'd have to be at venue at 9 because all the other African
So that's 7 p.m. and you'd have to be there at 9 a.m.
So you're covering Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda, then Zimbabwe, then Malawi, then South Africa.
And we got the last game, we got the biggest game.
So tell me, constant theme throughout this chat is a lot of travel. What's been your greatest experience doing what you do so far?
Sure.
I mean, it's pretty hard to compete with Liverpool. I imagine.
I know.
Let me let you answer.
First time in Holland. Walk us through your first time.
My first time in Holland, I was so excited. Oh, can I tell you, when I flew to Liverpool, I flew business class for the first time. Because when we went to Holland, it was the entire team, So the channel was like, oh no, but we're flying everyone, So hey, economy.
Coach.
It's like, okay, cool. So in Liverpool, I experienced, business a lot of things. Business class, like, that's so cool. Only see it on the gram.
When you see?
No.
Oh, okay.
On stories, Gangadi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I said, I feel like all the blessings belong to God, and I don't like gloating because, sometimes, especially on Instagram, it comes across as, and I'm not that person.
Sometimes it's just like, you have to look at me like, now I was like,
let me enjoy all these fruits.
For all the times, Kilika Misa takes.
Yeah.
You get Palama business class, you don't know. I mean, for all the times you get Palaming taxi, I was very humble.
Yeah, I
I'm
suppose
still humble.
it's a different thing.
reflection.
And you have to also figure out.
It's a subtle thing.
Yeah, and also you have to figure out what you're doing the Instagram thing for.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
so a lot of people do curate. We're getting way off track now.
But
a lot of people do curate it in such a way that it looks like that's all
Everything
they
is
ever.
fancy.
Everything
and
is
yeah, you
all
wake
the
up
time.
and your skin is glowing. Come on now. Come
Okay.
on.
Okay, so Liverpool.
So Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool is
so is that your best?
one of my highlights.
Okay. What would you say if you had to like give us two?
Sure.
What's been the
Liverpool
other?
in my career.
Yeah.
Sure. Can I give you more than two?
Yeah.
Liverpool, definitely, because it was my first competitive competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a World Cup, guys. You know, when I got to Supersport, it's going to be 5 years next month. And I just didn't think everything was going to happen so soon. You know, I'd always wanted to work for the brand. I'm like, oh, this is such a cool brand, you know, and I want to work for them one day. But I just didn't think it was going to happen this soon. You know, even when I started netball in 2017, next thing they sent me to the World Cup in 2019.
That's 2 years.
Some people, it takes them forever. They're like, oh no, we don't think she's ready. This one, let's send someone else, you know? Yeah, so I think Liverpool definitely. Is this just Supersport work?
No, go crazy.
Just my career. Holistically. Okay, then winning the Chairman's Award, because that was unexpected. Also, one thing that's close to my heart is just seeing all the MDC graduates going to play for Bafana or making, you know, first team football. Anyone who knows me or follows me on Twitter knows me. I am obsessed with, you know, young players, particularly Kosing Pileng. Mshino Ishichai. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, Coach, Athazwan. Okay, no, it was Ace Kuse before, and then Athazwan took over. I was like, guys, this boy, I like Elimnandi. Like, he's so matured, you know, his decision making, he's calm.
You're getting A-grade stuff.
This
is A-grade
You won't get this anywhere else.
I was like, this boy. So it's something that I really enjoy and that makes me smile when I see them graduating from MDC, you know, to first like football. It's like, guys, Percy Tau. I was like, he was playing MDC football.
Okay, let's take Percy out of it. Percy is the biggest player you probably have covered.
Yes.
Give me three others that you've watched grow from MDC to first team into regular first team football that are doing great things now.
Sure, Maritzburg United promotes a lot of youngsters. Hey, Maritzburg United.
It's always the smaller teams.
As well?
Obviously, Arrows as well. The Twins have done well. They play first team football now. There's quite a few players. Actually, the entire team from Arrows played MDC football.
That's great. And
their entire team.
Did you not go with the whole team?
Yes, I did. Yeah, the second, So the first winners were Tuks, and then the second was Golden Arrows.
Yeah.
So I traveled with them. Yeah, so a few players from Lamontville Golden Arrows. I remember Figizolo was part of that team. Lindiwe Dube were also there. Lindiwe Dube is also part of that team. The Paris North Twins, you know. Ricardo Goss, he was at Wits recently. I'm not sure if he's still at Wits, but Ricardo Goss, one of my favorite goalkeepers locally.
Yep.
And a few other players, Menzi Masuku, he plays for Celtic now.
Yeah.
I mean, he was at Pirates, you know, he won goal of the season at some point. So Abu Menzi Masuku, Fortune Makaringe played in the MTC. Abu Bandi Leshandu guys are all MTC graduates. A few guys as well from Supersport United now that used to play for Tuks. Grant Gegana was at Tuks.
Yep.
Who else? Sure, there's quite a few players.
So I just wanted to. I got a whole list. Obviously, Percy Muzitao, my favorite, is the biggest one. I still follow him. I think his career, seeing it from MDC all the way until Peter called him to where he is now, I'm like, there's one thing that MDC got right. I think we're craving something like MDC, and we're seeing a lot of more people coming through and getting opportunities from it, right?
Yeah, because it's not only about empowering the athletes, it's also about empowering, you know, people behind the scenes.
Yeah,
because the entire crew, guys, was like all new. They were all entered. When we started, we were all new. You know, we've got female camera operators. We're like, oh, so cool.
Yeah, I remember the whole marketing campaign around it.
And everyone was new, so everyone was like, okay,
so
guys.
You've grown sort of with these people.
Dude, one of the girls is actually going to Japan for the World Cup. The camera operator.
Damn.
One of the camera operators, because she covers almost everything now, you know?
Yeah.
So she's going to Japan for the World Cup. And actually everyone, our then group now everyone is doing something, bigger and better. Like they're in the top leagues, you know, whether it's PSL or you know, it's Super Rugby.
We can't fault them.
Guys,
fault them. And this happens now every other year, no?
Yeah, because there's an intake every other year.
Yeah.
There's a new group now. There's a new group now.
Maybe I'll keep my subscription going because of that element. So I think you take it to the next point. We've done now the MDC and a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think for me, because I'm an avid soccer lover, the first time I could have used I caught you earlier saying from the stand to the side. Tell me the first time you did that at a PSL. MDC, look, MDC at 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Now 25 countries are looking at you and saying, look,
I even remember when my first PSL match was. Shucks. I'm trying to think. But the thing is, when I started doing PSL, they didn't slot me in directly.
Yeah.
Like I'd do maybe a Wozan as a campaign and I'd still do fans,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it took a bit of
still very much still in
So they bring you in nicely. So you can handle it.
Yeah, and then, shucks, I don't remember my first official PSL match.
Yeah.
You doing pitch side?
Sure. Yeah, I did pitch side, you know. I've done quite a few, eh?
Okay, which one stands
Um,
So it's Derby, must stand out, yes?
Yeah, but I haven't I haven't anchored main.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but so Derby obviously stands out.
And
Oh wow! Champions League. I did a Champions League game for Sundowns and some other team.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah.
I did a Champions League game. And for me,
at Lucas Mourep.
yeah, at Lucas Mourep. No, at Loftus. And
yeah.
Vito called me on the side. He's like, "I'm proud of you. Hey, from MTC to Champions League, not even PSL." I'm like,
this is a thing.
Such a sweetheart.
Sometimes people paint jingles as
because that's all you see as well.
Yeah.
But
He's
yeah.
like, no, well done. Hey, you know, I've been watching your work. We're not going to mention names. We're not going to mention names.
There's your pizza.
He's like, yeah, I'm proud of you. Hey, from MTC straight to Champions League football. But that's what they do at Supersport. They will throw you in the deep end and see who will see, can she swim this one or not, you know? And then from there, then you start doing your Nedbank Cup, you know, quarterfinal, you know, MTN 8 semis.
And these are big. These are big
you know. Yeah, and then from there, I mean, you can only grow, man. Hey.
So what are your ambitions? Right. Speaking of growing, what are your ambitions? Where I mean, there's people that have done crazy things off of the launchpad, and I'm thinking Carol. Carol is working with FIFA now. Carol is traveling the world. She's doing Premier League. She's in and out the country.
She's hosted the Ballon d'Or Award.
I mean,
she's done everything.
Yeah. So are you trying to go in that same certain direction, or what are your passions in terms of ambition?
Okay, I obviously want to grow as an individual, as a sportscaster. I want to grow with the Supersport brand, but I also like to pace myself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes we make our own plans, but God has bigger plans. You know, I can say, I want to have my own show at Supersport. Well, I already have my own show at Supersport. I don't know. Hey, sometimes you make plans and okay, I want to work for Sky. You know, and God is like, oh no, but I want you to do BBC. You know, or something. You know, guys. I mean, we live in a digital world, so you never know who's watching. You know.
This is true.
I figure, but say, hey, we've been following your work, and we're here, and then they poach you. But I like to pace myself. I believe if I continue working hard, God will just do the rest. You know. Yeah, and never arriving. I don't believe in complacency. I just strongly feel you are as good as your last match. Guys, the best athletes don't rest on their laurels. How many Ballon d'Or awards Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, Lionel Messi, you know, Thembi Kgatlana won, you know, the CAF woman of the, you know, World Cup, can you imagine, who are we to say, I just did the World Cup in Liverpool. I'm a
household name now, they know me singing
never, guys. You know.
We hope that maybe in 2022, so a song.
I receive.
I have nothing against that.
Yeah.
nothing at all against that.
No, I'm just still in awe, just listening to your story from where you come from to where you are now, seeing you in Liverpool with the team, and coupled with the fact that I think the team was loved by everyone, right?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone was always excited about the
Sport Proteas, yeah.
And the success that they had there, to be part of that. And now first name basis. Keep on him some. I'm sure I'll phone him.
Yeah, I enjoy I think netball family Majes, we are all one big family. I mean, because we all follow each other online. But the thing is, the beauty about sports, guys, just unity, basic things. Like, then you learn to appreciate like team efforts, not only because of your contribution, but it's because the entire team contributed. And also, our story inspired me. Our girls fought so hard. We beat Jamaica for the first time in how long?
Yeah.
We were just 2 points away from reaching that final.
Almost, yeah.
We played Australia, like the world #1 side. I was like, guys, I am here. I'm watching Australia and New Zealand in the final. I was like, so it was also inspiring. And just got home, I was like, you know what, I want more.
Yeah.
And
more of the same, please.
Hey, guys.
So now, having gone through your life story so far, did the PSL Chairman's Award, did that feel like a crowning moment? Like, because it feels like, so far it feels like that's been just before the World Cup. That's been like a, I don't know, like a high moment. When you like a good moment to sit and look back.
I think for me that was the announcement of like she's here.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Did you know about that? Like, were you? Yeah.
So obviously the PSL awards are in May, but between April and June I have netball. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday I have netball, right? Okay, so I get a call from Multichoice. They're like, hey, are you attending the PSL awards on Sunday? I'm like, oh no, I have netball on Sunday. I have 2 matches. They're like, oh no, but we want you to be in Durban because I did red carpet in 2017.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay. They're like, okay, who do we need to talk to at Supersport production? I'm like, okay, talk to Sean,
Yeah,
like,
to get you away
to
from
get me off netball.
Yeah.
Just on Sunday, I'm like, okay, no, I can fly out to saying, and we're back on Monday. They're like, okay, cool. So they arrange all of that. But nothing, Jay.
I'm like,
idea. Oh, no, they just want me. No,
so do you figure you're going to go work or you're going to attend?
No, I was just a guest. I think it was just, because I feel like they're like, oh, so Google is there. I'm like, oh, Multichoice,
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, cool. Then I get there. But I had a week to prepare, get my dress and everything. I'm like, oh, guys, I don't even have an outfit. So, I call people. I'm like, hey, I need this and this and that. Last minute preps. Because now I'm doing my fittings. Then I must rush to netball,
Yeah.
And then we get to Durban. Everyone's like, hey, and all of that. And I remember we were sitting like a bit far. And then the head of corporate affairs at Multichoice comes. It's like, oh no, you need to be at table 8 down. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So now you're there.
Yeah.
Now you're closer to the stage.
Yeah, but still it doesn't click. I mean, guys, no one knew. Even the guys at the PSL didn't know. Apparently it was just Dr. Ivan Koza.
Yeah.
It was my boss at Multichoice and like 2 of my bosses at Supersport.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 4 people knew.
Okay.
Okay, so Simply Carol's like, please welcome the stage, the chairman of the PSL, Dr. Ivan Koza. I'm like, oh, first lady,
Doing her thing. Who are you at the table with?
Okay, I was with Sandile, one of my colleagues.
Yeah.
So it was the PR guy when I was in the MDC. So Sandile was there, but everyone else, I'm Baz, and then Dr. Ivan Koza, he starts with the speech. I'm already thinking, hey, he's gonna hop on forever. Let me be on my phone and tweet #PSL awards, ladies and gentlemen, the Absa Premiership. I'm like, oh, Sakulumi, like, yeah, no, this is not gonna, end anytime soon. Then he's like, she grew up in a township, and she started as an intern, and she used the opportunity, she grabbed it with both hands.
And you're just like, hey, what's up? Wait, hold on.
What's going on?
Who's this new person?
Yeah, it's like, oh, what?
It doesn't click at you.
Sounds like somebody
He's like, yeah, she grew up in the township, from her days in the MDC, she's grown into a household name now from Absa Premiership. I'm like, okay, let me just come down.
So there were 3 Chairman's Awards handed out that night. Was yours the first?
No, that was the last time.
This was after Sienna Vete and
what's it, Babu Sugar, right?
Babe.
Woo! And Mrs.
So it was definitely intentional on their part.
Yeah. Mrs. Lindiwe Dube. Now everyone is laughing. No, but I know it's it's me. Because I'm Mrs. Girai. No, it's the chairman, guys.
Yeah, sure.
You can, I'm right.
Yeah.
It's the chairman.
It's the chairman. Who's going to say no?
Like, I go to Mgeni.
Yeah.
That's Ivan. No, it's Miss. No.
You just start clapping.
So we do it more. And I'm like, okay, now I see one of my handheld camera guys. Yes, I'm like, oh, I asked the lady. I'm like, Yenzi, go on stage. There's a video online of my niece reenacting the whole thing.
The two recipients go and
see how went up because I'm sure I
yeah.
You know. So see I went up and then me.
Yeah.
Hi, then no mama like, ham. I'm like, okay,
gathering yourself. Patient days now. Patient days now.
You know?
Yeah.
Then I get there, but I'm thinking he's gonna give me like an accolade, you know. I am, I'm all. Then I see Tammy and Fatuani, two of the guys from the PSL, heading out to check. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm on, you know.
Women of
like,
the match.
Yeah, they're emotional, you know, going through all sorts of emotions. I'm like, oh, thank you, Chubby. You know. My unity. I'm at
250K, what's up?
Yeah, it was such an emotional evening here. But yeah, I think for me, because last year I was nominated for the G Sports Awards. And that was my first ever nomination. So for me to win my first award, and it's people didn't have to vote. It comes from the chairman of the PSL to say, we are noticing your growth. We've
so
seen
you know it's a proper acknowledgement. Yeah.
I was like, yo, guys, hey, like you never know who's watching. So for the chairman to say you started as an intern and now you are like the next, you know, Carol, or we just see your potential.
We see you,
keep going, you know. I was like, yeah. So for me, it meant so much, and yeah, forever be grateful, and. Yeah, guys, yo.
Too emotional.
Hey, guys, Yazin.
No, it was good to see. As well, it was unexpected. I think for everyone. It was just like, okay, like years in the game. Years in the game.
What did this person do for football?
Love Sugar Ray, you know, a lot of history behind that, and you're just like, okay, and Lindiwe. Just like, okay.
Anyway.
But it's a big thing though.
It's a big thing, yeah.
MDC, if you look at it, I think if they hadn't got someone who's going to make it lively, who would you watch? I can now sit on a Saturday morning and watch.
Yeah, and you know that there's something on.
If they close by, if the I was there. So I mean, like you can go now and just interact with this thing.
Okay.
So it is quite a big contribution. So I know that you had a surprise.
This is how you're recording this.
There's three questions I want to ask. Just to see Jorge.
Ooh, this girl. Okay.
This guy.
Alright, I'm ready.
No, she's already answered the questions.
Oh.
Is it?
She's already answered the questions, unfortunately. She's already like, she did it the first time, I'm just like, okay, so that makes sense. Then she did it the second time, I'm just like, okay, well, that goes back.
Okay, I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Which PSL player comes from close to where you're from?
Davidson.
Not Davidson. Let's say, I'll give you a hint. That it's Chiefs.
Usadlala or
Usadlala.
Courinho.
Nazo. She's legit. You see, so we had a couple of them and you answered all of them. But look, guys.
So before we wrap up,
yeah,
I know there's something that you're very passionate about.
Yes.
So I just wanted to touch on that before we do wrap up. Inspiring young black girls.
Yep.
Talk to us about the work that you're doing within that and where you hope to take that.
There's a quote,
and why it means so much to you.
There's a quote I like using from Zanele Mdodana. She's the current Marty's netball coach, and she says, the vision and mission is and will always be to inspire the girl child. And for me, coming from a township, guys, because my township in Maupuma, everyone thinks you're going to work in retail and that's it, that's the end, you know. But I want my story more than anything to inspire the girl child, to say, hey, if she grew up in a shack and she didn't have DSTV and she became who she is now.
The face of DSTV.
Thank you. You know? And it means I can also be anything. You know, I always tell people, and all of that. That's just to inspire you and just, you know, set the picture. You know what, anything is possible. Lupita Nyong'o says, our dreams are valid, you know?
Very valid.
And for me, the girl child is very important because I have a 14-year-old niece, a sister and a 10-year-old niece. And what I like to do with them, I like to give them all the experiences that I never got. You know, for instance, our parents used to wait month end to take us out. So they're like, okay, there's a school trip on the 15th, you can't go because your parent is waiting for month end, you know. So now you have the luxury of getting, you know, multiple sources of income. You don't have to wait for the 25th or the 30th. You know, you go, oh, I've got this income from
There's this opportunity
you know,
coming up,
So,
I want to let them enjoy.
Exactly. So I want to give them the whole experience that I didn't go through, and something that I've always wanted. And also because they are girls, it's very easy for them. Let's go to Gold Reef City, you know. But for them, I've been to Gold Reef like 10 million times, you know, I'm fully, you know. And for me, the girl child is very precious and important because it's also such a fickle industry. It's male dominated. Abantwana bayafika online but hey, I'll give you the Supersport job, but that's not the way to do it. You know. And also once you go that route, you will never sustain it. You know, because when you know guys, when I got to Supersport, I remember when I was doing netball, I struggled in terms of transport. I didn't have transport and I slept at the office because I didn't have transport. But for me, I felt like it's fine to go through this because when I have my car, I'll appreciate it because I know what it's like not to have, you know, transport.
And
so
it makes all the sense right now.
Exactly. And I always tell young girls, my mentees, I'm like, you need to put in the work. You need to, because we are women, whatever it is that we do, we need to double it. You know, we need to work twice as hard as our male counterparts because even you know, I got here very early. You know, whatever you do, how you know, she was busy with makeup. So it starts with those things. You respect call time. You respect the people you work with because you can have all the talent in the world. You can have all the qualifications, but no one wants to work with you if you are an S. You know, they're like, oh, and she'll say, oh, I don't want this mic. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want that. No one will pick you. The moment Babana your name on the call sheet, they're like, oh, headache.
And TV
don't you want?
And TV is very much
exactly.
By the way.
And TV is very much about working with what you have and making it work.
Because it's such a small industry. Next thing that is also, I don't like that girl, you know, and it starts with the small things. I'm like, you need to respect your craft, you know, how you carry yourself is very important. You can't rock up on mesh day, and you know, because you want all these men to respect you, you know. When I'm doing home ground, because that's a different market, then it's fine. I can wear, you know, because that's the type of feel they're going for. I'm like, and I know it's a different market, so I can wear my strippers on home ground. But on match day, if I step out on that pitch and I want Coach Roland Mukwena to respect, also respect you know? Because you, at the end of the day, you want people to know you for your craft, your potential, to say, hey, we think she's got potential. And it's something I also tell the girls, I don't like dating in the industry because I feel like it takes away from your true potential. Because once you are Teko Mudisa's girlfriend, everyone is going to label you as Teko Mudisa's girlfriend. People forget about your true potential. You know, Bokang Monjana was Miss South Africa. She's married to Spear Shabalala. No one remembers. She was Miss. She's Spear Shabalala's wife. You know, even if you do date, then keep it private. Oh, sorry, so discussing it. You know, but you want people to know you for your craft,
for what you do.
So my legacy that I wanna inspire the girl child. People ask me, but you travel, you know, you do this, you get to spend, you mingle with the best athletes. I'm like, guys, I am just here to inspire the girl child. Material things, you know, are just a bonus. But if I can inspire, you know, someone, for me, that means so much. Because, you know, even when you have those bad days, you're like, oh, today I feel uninspired, or I don't feel like going to work. And you receive like a DM from a girl saying, I love your work so much. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the girl child. And you know, for me, that means a lot. You know, people will come and say, oh, you look stunning. Hey, and he's slaying. I'm like, okay, but how's my content? My content and delivery, you know? Because that's what sport is. We're not here to sell looks. We're here to deliver, you know. We're here to give the viewer what it is that they don't know and what it is that they want to hear, you know. The looks are just a bonus, guys. My looks, of course, you know, as a package, but more than anything, it's about the context.
As a package,
you're very big on reading.
But I've been slacking this year, hey?
Yeah, you see, my team of research analysts also, they came through.
Is this on Twitter? Because I think I've tweeted
We know people.
Yo, this year, is this my brother?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Can't
reveal
reveal
my
our
sources.
sources.
It's okay.
So, what would you say? Give us the books that you've enjoyed. I won't say top 3 or whatever.
Sure.
Give us a list of 2-3 books that you've enjoyed.
The one that you're currently
recently.
reading.
Yeah.
Shucks. I read Carlo Ancelotti's book last year, Leadership Something. I enjoyed that. Sir Alex Ferguson's autobiography.
Yeah.
Because there's one lesson that I apply in everything. Sir Alex Ferguson says in that book, no player is bigger than the Manchester United brand. Can you imagine if Ronaldo can be replaceable in a David Beckham? And every time when I feel like complacency is creeping in, I just remember that line. No one is bigger than this brand.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. Sure, I read.
They don't have to be sports related.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I enjoyed Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She's a Nigerian author. Enjoyed The Alchemist a long time ago.
Yeah.
Capitalist
All
Nigga.
read those.
Yeah, Conversations with God.
Okay.
What else? Yo, there's quite a few.
Okay.
And watching anything
Sure.
sports related on Netflix. Also, there's another part of Netflix that we don't talk about. That
The
is
sports dockies.
sports
Very
doc. Have you
underrated.
seen-
Very underrated stuff. That
I
they
recommend?
saw, Mo Salah's donkey.
Oh yes,
I
that
think,
came out quite recently around
Yeah.
the time of the AFCON, no? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's also on DSTV. Is it on Netflix? I saw it on
No, I don't think it's on
DSTV.
Netflix.
I
Yeah.
saw it on DSTV. Yeah, quite a few dockies. I enjoyed Cristiano Ronaldo's a long time ago. Where was I flying to? I think I was flying to Holland, but I watched that a long time ago. Yeah, and
You must watch the Man City.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna enjoy it.
And Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Okay. I'll be sure to check them out.
It's been a great chat.
Oh, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
That hour flew, man.
Yeah, it did.
Hour really did.
Despite my insistence at a break,
Thank you, guys.
that
Thank
hour
you.
definitely flew by. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, and we hope you guys will definitely enjoy this here episode. It's something different that we don't usually do.
Yeah.
So thank you for
we're
checking.
standing, and it was my idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
We are using the content creation skills from now.
Or her. You guys know where to check these episodes out now at TWS_SA on Twitter and Instagram, and the Weekend Special Sports Podcast on YouTube and on Facebook. These episodes are also available, the podcast that is on Spotify,
Iota,
SoundCloud,
Apple.
you can keep going, you know,
Yeah, everywhere.
So make sure to follow us on social media. I don't know if you want to plug yourself on
You
social
can plug yourself.
Okay, so I am at Lindiwe Dube on Facebook,
No
Lindiwe
underscores,
Dube
no
on
funny
Twitter,
things.
Lindiwe_Dube on Instagram. Very memorable. Hey, no Lindiwe_0001.
Very straight.
You know, very
Yeah.
it's very punchy. You know, brand name needs to be memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think you
Lindiwe Dube.
must find something to do with bubbles.
Now we're gonna confuse. You know, we're gonna
I think
confuse
just to
my market.
maybe
No, but
you must
Bubbles
have a
is
logo.
very playful, guys.
When you
Imagine
have a
my
logo,
strap.
Yeah.
when you have a logo, who looked at the bubbles? No, but
Okay.
we thank you very much
Thank you
for
so
your
much,
time.
guys.
It's been lovely. I was actually in almost an episode.
Yeah,
I think you will inspire the culture. It's
quite
definitely-
easily, yeah.
There's a wave of sports presenters that are coming through.
Yeah.
Really changing the game, challenging the status quo.
Yeah, and really being about their game.
The
Like,
game,
yeah.
yeah.
We can't. If the only critique that you can say to us, but she's a lady. She's a
Then
woman.
that's wearing
Then-
thin. That's
then
wearing
it's
thin.
wearing thin now. So
Yeah.
it's very nice to see your level of presenter coming to the fore, and the likes of I think Supersport has done well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming through with that new wave of talent that's just taken over. And yeah, thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Cool.